Okay, here we have our grand experiment. This is William Schwab, and the grand experiment isn't so much trying to do the experiment, but trying to get it on YouTube. Here's the first lab, and over here we've got our little breadboard, which this is slightly different than what we have in the lab because I do have a little bit of a starter kit, and this is the breadboard that we have at school. It's just put on a base and a platform that makes it a little more convenient. Anyway, here's experiment 1. Let's try the LED. Yep, there it goes. There it's off. There it goes again, and there it's off. So that's number 1. Alright then, here's the second lab setup, and that's what it looks like. 2 switches in series, and there's the circuit now with 2 push buttons. Again, you can see the little heartbeat monitor beeping on the proto board, and here is 1 switch, second switch, and then both of them, we get an LED, let off one, it goes out, again, goes out, and that is the second experiment. Okay, this one is experiment number 3, which is switches in parallel, which is more like an OR gate to the switches in series, which is an AND gate. And that is our circuit. So if we press either one, our light should light. There it goes. And with that one it goes. So either or. So it's an OR gate. And that's number 3. Okay, here's a first cut at the fourth experiment. And here we're just using one LED, and this is the, don't know if you can see it, but it's the shortened program of the LED. Now we have it so that the LED is on for a short period of time and then is off for a full second. And one of the things that we notice right away is that for some reason our little heartbeat monitor is now no longer beating. But now our LED is beating, which seems to be that our program has probably overrun the default setting. So I think that heartbeat monitor is only a default thing, and that you can actually program it to do things, and now it's not programmed at all. So I'm not sure what the deal is, but that's the first cut at our thing. We'll investigate further. Okay, this is the fourth experiment again, and here we've got the just another line of code that adds in that pin 13 is also being toggled at 50% duty cycle and at a 1 second period. And if we go over here, we can see that our heartbeat monitor is beeping again, but now, even though the LED has the same time period as it did before, it beats slower. And the reason for that is it has to wait for the heartbeat monitor to do its thing before it starts its cycle. So it's not real time, and that's the problem. But we'll take a look at that a little bit further. Okay, here we are again with our fourth experiment, or fourth part of it, and what we have now is we have our little onboard LED blinking very fast at only 15 milliseconds on or off, and then turning back on. And so what we have over here, and it's really kind of hard to see, but the onboard LED just flashes. Don't even know if you can pick that up in the video. We'll find out. But it's almost like a, I don't know, a momentary interruption, a very short blink. And our other LED is blinking more like it normally should. Very short on and 1 second off. So that is getting more practical. And we'll wrap it up with the second LED in a minute. Okay, and our final installment of our experiment. Here we've got a second LED, and the way we have it set up is as soon as the green LED, well, they basically toggle. One turns on, one turns off. And our little heartbeat monitor is now going between the two functions. So if we look at that, you can see that when the green LED and the LED one is on kind of at a time, and the other one, they alternate the way the program steps are. Still looks kind of uncoordinated between the two, but I guess it will do. And so now we turn to the grand part of the experiment, which is trying to splice all these videos together and then upload it onto the YouTube, which is no doubt going to be an arduous task. So we'll see how that goes.